Houston is an incredible, incredible man. Two Incredibles? He has served the city of Springfield with impeccable leadership for more than any other mayor. He is recognized as one of the greatest, best-looking mayors of all time, not just locally, but nationally. Whether it is facing a challenge with Springfield tax issues or a challenge with city council or business development, he remains calm, poised, and good-looking at the helm of leadership. Mayor Houston is an honest, integrity-driven, upright... We just simply don't have time to read this whole thing tonight, so let me just skip to the end. Please welcome Mayor Mike Houston.
Good evening. You know, it's always a pleasure to have Steve introduce you. You never know what it is going to be like, but it is always good. You know, standing up here, you really, everybody ought to walk up here and just stand on this podium for a minute. The room is absolutely beautiful, but what really is beautiful is the fact that the room is full, and that is absolutely great. My perception of downtown Springfield is that we are very much alive and vibrant with the best to come. It remains, as it has historically, the focal point, the employment base, and the property tax base of our community. It is the only part of Springfield that many of our visitors see when they come to our community. So the impression that they leave with of Springfield is the impression of our downtown area. Tonight, I promise to be brief because the agenda is long and we have a full and exciting program. I was waiting for applause on that. This past year, we experienced one of the most dynamic downtown developments in a decade. Regardless of your politics, I believe Governor Rauner, living in the executive mansion with his commitment to this city, with his commitment to returning and maintaining state jobs in the capital, will have a resounding impact on our downtown in the year ahead. As both Karen and Victoria has mentioned, everyone is aware that downtown Springfield Incorporated has experienced some dramatic financial problems this past year. But the good news is the community united together and provided support, most importantly, the funds to stabilize the situation. As an original member of the Board of Directors who continues to serve and a past president of DSI, no one knows better than me how important this organization is to our downtown. The city has previously committed $50,000 from TIF funds to assist in doing murals downtown. We have indicated that we are willing to use that $50,000 to enter into contracts where the city would purchase services from DSI. This past holiday season, for example, we contributed approximately $10,000 to help the promotion of the downtown and the holiday walks. These funds were used to market and communicate the many festive attractions, tree lighting, Santa House, and special boutique retailing opportunities during this special season. I anticipate that we will be doing similar contracts for the remaining $40,000 as we identify specific projects that will benefit the downtown and the city and are TIF-eligible expenses. Downtown businesses and property owners need that support. As I said earlier, I believe the best is yet to come. One project that is currently underway will transform the downtown and provide a fantastic opportunity for development is the full square block north of the governor's mansion where the old YWCA building sits. It is like a blank easel waiting for an artist to draw a masterpiece. The long-term impact of that block is immeasurable. The city has purchased the entire square block. If you think about that area, numerous organizations and businesses have made major financial investments in buildings that surround the block. The Illinois Association of Realtors built a beautiful new headquarters there. Major renovations have occurred in buildings owned by the Illinois National Bank and the Illinois Municipal League, and both these organizations need to be commended for what they have done. The Illinois Community College Association added 2 floors to their building, which includes some panoramic views. And there continues to be discussion of creating a Jackson Street corridor. No one would disagree that this location has far greater potential than its current use. The block has been an eyesore since the old Abraham Lincoln Hotel was torn down in 1978. I have named a committee which is chaired by Alderman Corey Jobe to prepare a request for qualifications and a request for proposals for distribution to potential developers. In time, this block will be an economic hub and a catalyst for future downtown development. My plan is to use this block as an anchor for a new tax increment district when the existing TIF district expires in 2016. I cannot imagine what would happen to the downtown if there was not an economic development tool like TIF to assist with redevelopment. I would hate to think what the downtown would be like today if I hadn't created the original TIF district when I was in office the first time. Last Saturday night, Carolyn and I were in the downtown area, and as we were driving through, one of the things I noticed was a group of about 15 to 20 people. And they were walking out of a hotel and down the sidewalk. It sparked my curiosity as to where they might be going. I was, in fact, curious enough that I watched. As they headed south, we talked and felt that they were either going to the Hoagland Center for the Arts or Obed and Isaacs. It turned out they were going to Obed and Isaacs. It was like watching dollars walking in to our community. Visitors are extremely important to our community and our economy. I would remind you that as a result of someone being here during a visit, he decided to buy the hotel that is directly across the street. One of my favorite events this past year was when the Springfield Convention and Visitors Bureau launched their new, always legendary brand with a street party in front of the Bureau office right in downtown Springfield on 7th Street. Springfield and downtown has always been and will continue to be legendary. Always legendary embodies the authentic, iconic, and inspiring experience you can only get one place in the world: downtown Springfield. And speaking of authentic and iconic, are you ready, downtown Springfield, for Fighting Illini basketball? As we think about exciting things in Springfield, I want to congratulate the Prairie Capital Convention Center on their successful bid to host 5 Fighting Illini men's basketball games in November 2015. 4 of those games are set up to encourage those spectators who are season ticket holders who will be coming to Springfield to spend 2 nights in town. We look forward to welcoming the fans and the team to downtown Springfield next season. These games will further showcase the newly renovated Prairie Capital Convention Center as an event venue for future business, including sporting events and tournaments, which is a successful market segment for the city. There is no question that the renovation of the convention center allowed the University of Illinois to choose Springfield. Also coming to downtown, 2015 will be a big year for the Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library and Museum, which it will be their 10th anniversary with special exhibits, programs, and performances throughout the year. The Lincoln Funeral Coalition event, the first weekend in May, will bring thousands of reenactors and tourists to Springfield to commemorate Abraham Lincoln's funeral and his ongoing legacy. It is my plan to use the city's audiovisual division and a satellite truck to broadcast live as much of this event as we can to any news organization in the world who may want to pick it up. The Convention and Visitors Bureau is aggressively marketing these special anniversary events to tourists, group tour operators, and meeting planners to ensure that downtown Springfield is bustling with visitors next year. Downtown will see several large conventions and meetings in 2015, including the American Association of Meat Processors, the American Baptist Association, and the Vietnam Veterans of America, among many others throughout the year. Those 3 events will use approximately 6,000 hotel rooms. We look forward to welcoming the attendees to our downtown hotels, restaurants, and retail establishments. The Convention and Visitors Bureau works with convention groups from the time we contact them as a prospect to all the ongoing special services we provide to ensure they have a successful and well-attended event here. We want to ensure the meetings are done right so they produce repeat business. The bottom line is we are working every day to bring people into the city. Let me close by stating what you already know. The key to continued prosperity in the downtown is consolidating the rail traffic from 3rd Street to 10th Street. Hanson's study said that there were 35 trains a day passing through Springfield in 2010, and that the number is estimated to be 81 trains a day in the year 2030. Keep in mind, those 81 trains a day will not be evenly divided between the 3rd, the 10th, and the 19th Street railroad tracks. They will be primarily on the tracks designated for high-speed rail. There is no issue more important to the long-term future of Springfield than moving the 3rd Street tracks to the 10th Street rail corridor. We are on our way, and if you go by Carpenter Street and the 10th Street tracks, you will get a glimpse of what's in store for the rail consolidation project. We are building the first of 8 underpasses along the 10th Street tracks, and then there will be 1 overpass. The 10th Street rail corridor will provide the safest route for trains to go through Springfield. It is the best way for both vehicles and pedestrians to move on an east-west basis, and it will eliminate all train whistles in the city of Springfield. It is a project that means more jobs, economic development around a new intermodal station, and a downtown that is not bottlenecked by constant and seemingly endless train traffic. In conclusion, let me say thank you for you being here tonight to support Downtown Springfield Incorporated and our downtown area. I say to all the downtown residents, business owners, employees, festival goers, late-night bar crawlers, and new Uber drivers, let's welcome the Renaissance. Thank you for caring about the downtown and its future. May God bless you, and may God bless the great American city of Springfield. Thank you.